Here we go. So the people that do not know, this is Brett Cooper. He recently got a win over Tyler Hill in the PFL last week. So Brett, obviously Tyler Hill, the toughness on that man, you find it's quite hard to find in MMA. How hard was that fight for you?
He took a lot to make him go down. His nickname was a zombie, and I think he lived up to it. He's a tough guy. He took the fight on short notice, which a lot of people don't know. So I give him credit for that. And yeah, he was a very tough guy. So, but he stepped up to the plate and took the fight. So thankful for that.
Are you signed to the PFL full time now? Are you going to be fighting in their tournament next year?
I think there's still some negotiations that need to go on, but if they want me, and yeah, I think I'll be there if they want me to be there.
If not the PFL, do you have any other promotions in mind, or are you just going to keep fighting anywhere till you get signed someone big?
I prefer to stay in the United States, just because traveling at the moment is pretty crazy with all the restrictions and things of that nature. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, ideally I'd want to stay in the United States. So I fought in Bellator for a good while. I don't know if they'd be interested in me, but I think PFL is pretty solid, and hopefully they like me and they'll keep me there.
In Bellator, you are a former title challenger, I believe, against Alexander Shlemenko.
Yep.
Do you feel they would have you back, or is that something you can see in your future going back Bellator, maybe even UFC?
I don't know. When I fought for Bellator, it was under different
Your audio is gone, Brett.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Sorry, I got a phone call.
I don't know.
Yeah, no. Yeah, well, when I fought under Bellator, it was mostly under Bjorn Rebney, which was the first CEO or president of the company. And pretty much as soon as that changed, my relationship with Bellator changed, for better, for worse. And, you know, it's up to whatever people say. So I don't know. I'd have to create a relationship with the new people in control there and go from there. I'm not sure if they like me or not. I have no idea. But yeah, I go wherever the deal is.
So
and
I
if they're
believe.
interested, go ahead.
I believe you've had it's your interview, mate. I believe you've had over 40 fights in total, and you're 34 years young. How much do you want? How much do you feel is left in your career, and what are your goals to accomplish?
I think I got a couple more years left. I mean, I'm not going to fight 10 more years, but I think I got. For me now, it's about quality, not quantity. For the past 5 years or so, I've understood that. You know, I can't do this forever, and so I've tried to transition into other things, mentally and physically as well. So yeah, no, it's a decent amount of fights that I've had. Just I always said I'd stop at 35, so I guess I got another year and a half to do that, and yeah, kind of test the waters, maybe coach, maybe teach. Yeah, try various jobs. I did done construction for a little while, so we'll see how that goes. But I like to be part of the martial arts world if I can, and yeah, keep doing that.
Do you think your plan is to retire at 35?
That's what it always was. Obviously, if I can make more money and people want me to compete and I'm physically able to, I'll keep competing. But you know, since I started when I was 18, so it's been 16 years now. And now, you know, I was, you know, people always talk about, I'll probably be done when I'm 35. So it's 1 year away now. So we'll see if that really happens. I'm not sure. I think a lot of guys try to quit. They try to, retire, so to speak, but then they try to do a normal job. And then, it's just, it's hard with the money you can make in fighting to transition into a normal job, so to speak. And a lot of guys have trouble with that, so they end up coming back. But yeah, I've gone through it like 3 or 4 times, so I understand the nature of the real world. And I just appreciate that I can still compete, and appreciate that I ever got to compete. And yeah, just try to be humble and grateful, and just kind of whatever God brings me, that's what it is. So.
Do you physically feel able at this point? You still feel fresh, like your body? Do you feel you'd be able to compete past 35? High
Yeah,
level.
I mean, I think I can. It's just along the way you have to be smarter with training. A lot of guys, I mean, probably the thing that makes me roll my eyes the most about listening to fighters, even at the highest level, is they always say, "Oh, I train 8 hours a day, this and that." And in my opinion, that's just a bunch of hogwash, bunch of crap. I've never seen anybody be able to sustain that kind of training unless they're on a bunch of PEDs. It's not something that you can do for a long period of time. I, I think what makes me different than a lot of other guys that have been doing it for a long time is I've kind of immersed myself in understanding how to train other people as well as my own body. And it's taken a long time and a lot of air, a lot of pain, a lot of sweat. And I've figured out what works for me and what works for most people, actually. And just learning how to train in realistic fashion without worrying, without paying attention to these countdown shows where these guys are doing these silly training and stuff, and just kind of making a spectacle of it. So just understanding training, and that can extend your career, your competitive career. And I think I've done that pretty well. But yeah, I mean, you can't beat father time. But I will always retain some kind of shape in regards to uh, competitiveness, I guess, just because that's just my natural nature. But yeah, I mean, as far as like world class competition, there's always a time where I think the game chooses you. But I think I have a couple of years left. I think I'm doing pretty good. Um, old man strength, I guess I'm getting now, and maybe that'll take me to. I don't know if it takes me to 40. I'll be quite surprised. I don't know. It's a pretty mentally stressful game too. So not only physically, but it can take its toll mentally. Um, and yeah, it's kind of goes hand in hand, I guess. We'll see. We'll see. Well, time will tell.
Well, if your best case scenario, probably, if you stay at PFL, and let's say your goal would be to win the 1 mil,
Right.
would that be a time if you won that, would that be the end goal, win the million, then maybe just hang it up like you've completed, you won a better PFL title? What do you reckon
Yeah, that would be quite a scenario if that happened. I mean, yeah, I would be hard to argue with you on that. Um, yeah, I mean that would be great. Ideally, if that happened, I'd come back and have to do another interview with you again. And yeah, that'd be great. Yeah,
call me Mystic
that,
Mac
that,
if it
that
happens?
would be like the ideal scenario. That would be awesome.
Because obviously that depends on you staying with PFL. But by
Yeah, of
your
course.
performance, you bring the action, should keep you.
Right. Well, the way I think PFL operates is they kind of get funding season by season. So I'm pretty sure they're going to get funding for next season. So if they do, I'll be in contact with my managers, and yeah, I'll probably, after I'm done talking to you, I'll probably talk to them and see what's going on with that. I know they have a card October 27th. They have the finals. I think for my weight class, it's Magomed Karamov and Ray Cooper, and that's going to be a good one. I'll be watching for sure.
Who do you have for that fight? Out of interest.
Ooh, man, I don't think Karamov or I don't think Magomed will submit him this time. I think it'll be it'll be real close. Cooper is such a dangerous guy. He's so much power, and he's willing to throw too. He's like he's willing to risk himself in order to put you down. Yeah, I hope Cooper wins. I don't know. I'd have to think about that one more. I'll have to get back to you on that. That seems like it would take some analysis to figure that one out.
Are you a big fan of MMA in general? Would you say you keep up with the sport?
I would say overall, I am. Yes, overall, I'm not a fan of professional sports in general. I feel like it almost has a negative effect on society. But as far as I think MMA is one of the sports that brings the most good or the most realism to society. Like sports like basketball, well, for America, basketball, baseball, American football is just trash. I don't know. I mean, from you're in the UK, yeah?
Yeah, I'm UK.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just I don't know. I don't want to get people think I'm weird. I talk, but I think a lot of times professional sports, just like entertainment in general, is a form of kind of control. But I think MMA brings a different flavor to it because fighting is fighting.
Can't fake
Whether
fighting.
whether you have professional sports or not, there's going to be fighting. Whether you have an organization, two people disagree, two groups don't like each other, there's going to be fighting. So I think that's what makes MMA different, or maybe just combat sports in general. But yeah, that's a long answer. But I'm a fan of MMA. I am. I'm not really a fan of the personalities, but I like the qualities it brings out of people. The good qualities, determination, courage, strength, perseverance, overcoming, obstacles, things of that nature. I think they can teach you a lot about life. That I guess other sports too, but it's too diluted. It's too distant from danger to give you a real outlook on things.
Well, Brett, anything you want to say to your fans before we wrap up?
I appreciate the support. Keep watching me. Hopefully, I'll be in the 2022 PFL Welterweight tournament. Always give glory to number one, Jesus Christ. I don't. Just thank you and keep watching me. Also, I guess I want to thank a couple of people that helped me throughout, because the last couple months have been kind of crazy. I want to thank KMMA in Knoxville, especially Jason King, Eric Turner. They helped me out without question. A bunch of other people I'm probably forgetting, and I don't know. I think that's it.
Well, thank you for coming on. Amen to that. Hopefully, Jesus Christ helps you out next year. Helps you get up there in the PFL.
Yes, sir.
And thank you for your time, mate.
All right, God bless. See you later, Tyler. Thanks, buddy.
All right, mate. Just ending it now.